Hello, 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 my dear Scorpio, Sun and Moon Rising. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I'm going to be doing a personality trait for all the signs. I want to give you a little explanation about who you are and understand yourself. First of all, if you need to learn about your astrology chart, you can go to cafeastrology.com. It's on my website, on my channel, and you guys could go directly there. Also, I want to tell you that there is a reason as to why are we born on a certain day and certain time, and the chart is very important, so you can give a little bit more explanation as to who are your ruling planets, the planets that rule you. With that said, we are here to teach. Each sign is here to teach a lesson to all of us to evolve. So in this case, we're here to evolve. We're here to learn a lesson. And we're here to understand that lesson. In this case, for the sign of a Scorpio, the lesson is to forgive. Okay? That's what you need to learn. You're a fixed sign, Scorpio. And let me start your video by saying the Scorpio is from October 23rd to November 22nd. It's a fixed sign. Your element is water. You represent the color that represents you or favors you is red. Also, the rustic colors are good to you too, like rustic orange. The best day of the week for you is Tuesday. Your ruler planet is Pluto and Mars. Your compatibility with another sign is Taurus and Cancer. The positive sign of Scorpio is that they're very brave. They're very passionate. Negative is the stubbornness, and they could be true friends. The positive Scorpio is going to be very truthful, facts oriented, being right. Has a long time friends. Are very passionate. They're very determined, assertive, and decisive. If they're positive, they could be very positive leaders. They express their emotions. They keep secrets. Pluto is the planet of transformation, so regeneration, and rulers of the zodiac. So Scorpio needs to be calm with cool behavior. Some of them, they look older than their age. So don't be surprised as Scorpio to look 60 years old and in actuality is 50. Or a woman to be 25 and looking 35. The negative part of a Scorpio is they're very jealous. They're suspicious. So they're always thinking what's not there. They have a lot of friends to the end. They rule the sexual part of the body. Based on that, they tend to have very bad, either they're good with the genitals or they're bad. So they have problems with their sex part, like their penis, their genitals, anything that has to do with that. They have to be very careful. Be careful with STDs. Be careful with protecting yourself while you're having sex. Be careful with anything that has to do with that part of your body. When a Scorpio is negative, like I said, they're very jealous and very suspicious. But also, they tend to be the lowest of the lowest. Very similar to Virgo, they tend to have the worst of friends. And they could be the lowest of the lowest. They could be a woman bitter. They could be doing drugs, sex, and alcohol. They could be the worst of society can bring. When they're very positive, it could be the opposite of what I just said. And mainly with everything. They would talk like garbage. They would treat people like garbage. And that's who they are. And they tend to see negative on other people. Like they don't see themselves with their negative part. They see their negative on other people. Let's say if somebody is not working for whatever reason, they will pinpoint that and criticize that person because of the reason of not working. If the person has some kind of problem, maybe a speech problem, they don't know how to pronounce something right, they will criticize the person to the end. They will be very negative. They will be they're very ignorant. That is for the Scorpios that are not in evolution. Those are the negative Scorpios, okay? Another part of his Scorpio is that because of their, like I said, they rule the sexual parts of the body, they might have problems with erectile dysfunction, things to that effect is affected to a Scorpio. So be careful with what you do, how long you be with someone, and depending on the relationship. Many of us Scorpios could be into the mystical world, and what they tend to do, they could either be a good witch or a dark witch, men or women, because this is a general. They could do black magic or white magic. People says, oh well, people that do, I hear a lot of people always saying things about religion is called Santeria. Anyone can be good or bad. You can be a Wicca master and be practice black magic. It has nothing to do with religion. It's who you choose to pick to work with. You work with the devil, that's what you get. The majority of people that work with the devil, you see them in big mansions, having a lot of financial stability, because, to my understanding, the devil rules the money. And your card for your reading, death, is your card. And then it's not actually dead. You're not going to die. It means transformation. When you kill something, or you kill an addiction, or you kill a behavior, you turn that negative part of you into the positive. So that's what that card represents. Not that you're going to die or anything around you dies. You're dead and you need to resuscitate. So the Scorpios are they like to criticize anything and everything, and they're very destructive. They're very jealous, very possessive, destructive. Like I said, anything that has to do with negativity, that's the Scorpio. Scorpio will break anything and everything in a minute. When they're positive, they're very caring, loving, very good friends. They love that person that they're with. They treat them with a lot of courtesy. They're very respectful. But when they're in their spiritual path, that is the positive side. Let's say they become a shaman, they become a healer. This part of them, they become very secluded with their sex. They're very oriented to who their sex partner is going to be. They're not just going to grab anything from the street opposed to a negative one. And they're looking for the hard part of the relationship, not the physical part. They also have a good throw, similar to Taurus. Taurus rules the throat, I'm sorry. So they could have problems with their throat. Anything that has to do with the throat, it could happen also with Scorpios. They could be a good partner to a Taurus. They like to eat very good. They sometimes they do waste themselves physically to the point that the next day they cannot get up. They're kind of like detective part. Like they could be good lawyers too. They like to eat red meats when they, some of them, unless you become a vegetarian. They're also a little bit of drama queens too. like this, Leo. Um, the only thing is that the opposite of a Scorpio is that Leo is more into fixed and decisive, and they stay in what they have, what they believe in, and they don't let nobody else um, give them other ways to do things. Opposed to Scorpios, they tend to listen to what somebody else has to say, even though they're firm, because they're fixed signs too. Uh, and when they're negative, they're very jealous. They don't trust that person. They're very the opposite, like I said. Another part of Scorpios is that they desperate, and they are so worried about everything. And when they have a good relationship, but sometimes they tend to destroy the relationship based on how they treat their relationship, depending on who they are. If they're positive, they're not going to destroy their relationship, but if they're negative, they are going to destroy the relationship because of the jealous attacks. Some of them are very good with their job, and they know what they do. Whatever they learn as a child, as a young person, they tend to proceed to the career, to the future, and they become very good of what they do. And the similarity of a Scorpio is that they could have a reincarnation that is very similar to Leo. Some of them can be good or kind. Some of them can be educated. If they tend to be educated, there could be a happy Scorpio. However, if a Scorpio is in the negative part of it, they're very hateful, and they hate, similar to Leo, everything around them. So that part of the feelings about Scorpio and Leo are very similar. If they are positive, Scorpio thanks God every morning for another day in life. If they're negative, they even hate waking up the next morning. Some of them are not. They like law. Then they're very good, like Libra, when it comes to law. They like music. They like creating. They love animals. They outdoor. They can be very religious, very mystical, very spiritual, good directors, and good managers. So that is the part of Scorpio that I researched, and I could put that all together. They very workaholic too. They're very active, determined, and they get the way in life. So with that said, Scorpios, I hope that you guys like this video. If you do, please like, share, subscribe, share this video with Instagram, Facebook, and see if people like it. The more the merrier. Scorpios know who they are and where they stand. So with all that said, as Scorpios, like I said, they need to learn to forgive. They could be the biggest saints or the biggest sinners. So they could be the best doctors. They could be the best friend, or the best or the worst enemies. So Scorpio is the type of sign that if it's negative, you don't want to have it in your life as a negative, because that will be your worst enemy. And there is no balance between a Scorpio and say, oh, I'm going to walk away from you. They walk away, but they walk away with revenge. So they need to understand forgiveness. The life is not guaranteed. The people don't need to put up with what you have to offer, and the people has the right to walk away. They need to understand that for whatever reason they're mad, just peacefully walk away and learn to forgive and let that person go. Life is not about you, Scorpio. Life is about all. And we're all sharing the planet. That's why I always say, if you give, you receive. What you put out is what you're going to get in. If you constantly criticize a person and treat them person like shit, that's what you're going to get. They're going to treat you like shit right back. So love and light. And if you want a personal reading, you know what to do. Mariela.com. Bye.